kindergarten, and welcome to another phonics lesson. Today we're going to learn about our very last digraph, CK. We'll also play some listen, tap, and write, review some new sight words we have this week, and explore sentence writing. Your teacher might pause the video now or later for you to go get materials you'll use today during phonics. We started learning all about digraphs. We learned about SH, sh, CH, ch, TH, and WH. And today we're going to learn about another digraph. Remember, digraphs are two consonants that are combined, put together to form only one sound. And today we are going to be learning about a digraph that you only hear at the end of a word. First, before we dive into this digraph, I want you to say the sound of C. What does the letter C make? What sound does the letter C make? Now I want you to think and say, what does the letter K say? What is the sound of the letter K? We know that C and K make the same sound. When we put C and K together, it's going to still make that K sound. However, we're only going to find it at the end of the word. So CK, sock, K, it makes the K sound, just like C and K. C and K together make the K sound. But it's important to know that CK is at the end of words. You will never just find a K, you will find a CK. So just like the word chick, brick, sick, and truck, you hear K at the end. When you write these words, you would write CK at the end of all of these words. Chick, brick, sick, truck, sock. When we're writing words, you'll never see a word end with just C or end with just K. When you hear that K at the end, you need to write CK. Your teacher's going to pause the video and you guys are going to think of some more words that have the K at the end. We've learned all of our digraphs, so tomorrow we are going to be digraph detectives and we are going to be matching the digraph to the picture. So be ready. Our sight words for this week. This is the word let. Repeat after me. Let. L-E-T. Let, let, let. Try putting the word let into a sentence. I let my dog have the ball. Let. Next word, run. Repeat after me. Run. R-U-N. Run, run, run. Try putting the word run in a sentence. I run so fast. Run. Next word, ask. Repeat after me. Ask. A-S-K. Ask, ask, ask. Try putting ask into a sentence. I can ask a question. Ask. This is the word be. Repeat after me. Be. B-E. B, B, B. Try putting this word in a sentence. I can be myself. Be. Jump in to listen, tap, and write. Let's review the letter C and the letter K and when we need to use them. What do we know about the letter C and the letter K? They both make the same sound. What sound is that? C and K both make the same sound. We've learned that we will use the letter C when we hear the A sound, the O sound, or the U sound come right after. When we're writing a word that has the K sound, it can be tricky to know if we should use a C or a K. Remember, a few earlier lessons a couple weeks ago, we learned when to use a C and a K. So let's quickly review. When we hear the word cat, because we hear an A in the middle, we would use a C. When we hear a word that has the O sound like cop, we would use a C. When we hear a word that has the U sound like cup, we would use a C. We always use a C when we're writing words that we hear A, O, or U sound in the middle. C will always be before a round letter. Use a C before a round letter, A, O, or U. When we use a K when we're spelling a word is when we hear that E sound or that I sound. E sound or I sound, like key or kite. Let's jump in to our listen, tap, and write. Remember, I'm going to say a word. Your teacher's going to pause the video. You guys are going to tap out the word and write the word. Here is your first word. Your first word is kid. Kid. Id. We just learned about when to use C and K. We hear k at the beginning. That means we need to listen to that middle sound. K, I. What sound do we hear? We hear I. And that's the short sound for the letter I. And that means we write the word kid with a K. K is always before an I or an E. Kid. Next word. Deck. 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 Think about what we learned about k at the end of a word. Let's tap it out. D, e, k, deck. D, e, k, deck. We learned that k at the end of the word is when C and K are together. CK make the k at the end of the word. We only hear CK at the end of the word. D, e, k, deck. Do one more. Let's try fox. Fox. Ox. Fox. Ox. Fox. Fox. Ox. Fox. Great work today. Practices with sentences. Today, I have given you sentences that we need to make sure they're complete. Remember our checklist from last week. Our checklists start with a capital, also known as an uppercase, finger spaces between words, and end with punctuation. So right now, is this sentence complete or incomplete? It's incomplete. Although we have finger spaces, we need to make sure our letter at the beginning of the sentence is an uppercase and there's a punctuation. This sentence says, the duck will run. We're stating something. We're stating the duck will run, so that means we'll use a period. Your teacher's going to pause the video and you guys are going to get your materials out if you don't already have them, and you are going to rewrite this sentence. When we rewrite, that means we are going to copy the sentence that we see again. When you rewrite the sentence, you need to make sure that you're following our checklist. Okay, so we start with the word the. We know that this T is lowercase in this sentence. So when we rewrite it, we need to make sure we have a capital T. So capital T, the. Finger space, duck. Finger space, will. Finger space, run. And then period. Let's go to our checklist. I started with a capital, an uppercase. I have finger spaces in between my words, and I ended with a period. All right, next sentence. This sentence, you are going to fill in the blank. Right now, my sentence says, I love your blank. I have a capital, and I have punctuation, and I have finger space. But I need to fill in this blank. This is a cap. Your teacher's going to pause the video. You guys are going to fill in the blank with cap and then rewrite the sentence, I love your cap. Making sure you start with a capital, an uppercase letter, have spaces in between your words, and end with the punctuation mark of an exclamation mark. All right, you guys rewrote your sentence. I'm just going to fill in my sentence. I love your cap. Great work. Today in Seesaw, you will be practice rewriting sentences. You will also have it listen, tap, and write, and you will be practicing your sight words. Until next time, bye, tipsters.